Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, I know y'all see the title, and some of y'all probably sitting there confused. Oh, another conspiracy theory. Oh, this. Not really. What I want to do is, and what I always do is bring awareness. That's what we do here on this platform. We bring awareness and try to point out key things that maybe the social media or the news may have quote unquote missed, but just things that sound a little off, things that are awkward. And in this Alpo case, as time progressed, it's getting weirder and weirder, by the day. There's a few things that I think that we need to focus on. There's a few things that when I listen to interviews and I hear people talk, they leave a few things out, some purposely. Some people just don't want to speak on certain things, but that's what we here for. Alright, so like I said, there's a lot of things being left out in Alpo's murder, whether purposely or they just happen to miss it. And it sounds crazy, or y'all might say, oh, you being a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but it's three main things they leave out when it comes to this whole situation. And number one, why didn't the news tell us about this bulletproof vest that Alpo was in fact wearing that night? You see what I'm saying? Two, Miss T, who was very close to Alpo, made a post that was low-key subliminal, kind of hinting that the story we're being told is pretty much false, and the ones close to the situation knows exactly what really happened. Alright, so pretty much it's way more to the story, and you know what? I'm gonna do another video on that anyway, so we're gonna talk. Now, no one's also talking about number three, Misa Hilton, who happens to be Diddy's baby mother. If I'm not mistaken, their child together is Justin Combs, the light-skinned one who played football. Misa, and in fact, she had a little scandal in her past as well. You see what I'm saying? So it's like something about her in this whole Alpo situation is rubbing me the wrong way. But nobody's talking about her. Gene Dale talked about her for for a little bit. He scratched the surface with her, but he didn't go into details. Alright, so we're going to get into all that. But before we do, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And I swear, it's lit here. So join one of the latest gangs on YouTube so you can stay updated with some of the realest content. Now let's get straight into it. Now, first before I do, I want to talk about this post that Miss T, aka Harlem Heroine, on Instagram made after Alpo's death. For those that don't know who Miss T is, she's one of the few females that was actually there back in the 80s around some of your favorite drug kingpins when they were in their prime. Alright, and nowadays she occasionally goes on YouTube and shares some of her experiences from back in the days. Now, she's always being antagonized, dragged through the mud because she's one of the only people who publicly supports Alpo. And she lets it be known that she's still cool with him, and whatever was done with him and whoever is none of her business. And she's not going to act like it is just to be down or cool, contrary to popular opinion. So she made a post after Alpo died, right, placing his picture with two other well-known figures of Harlem who also passed away due to the streets, which happened to be an 80s drug kingpin by the name of Fritz, and another well-known young dude at the time known as Baby J. Now she would go on to have the words King over Fritz's picture, insinuating that he was the king of Harlem, Mayor over Alpo's picture, insinuating that he was the mayor of Harlem, and Prince above Baby J's picture, insinuating that he was the Prince of Harlem. Now, of course, she received tons of backlash over that post, and I'm gonna get into that in another video. But what I want to focus on more so in this one is the caption that she attached to that picture. Now, she said this. She said, quote, "In that order, three kings amazing in their own way. There will never be another like them, and there never was. Did I say never? Poe, you live life to the fullest and on your own terms. You never allowed the streets to dictate your moves. Just like you said, if it happens, it happens. So it's not a loss at all. You did that. You won. You were all loved, respected, and idolized by many. Can't no one dispute that. They haven't seen the last of Alpo. We all know the real story. All right? Now, those last words, we all know the real story. Now, whether she's referring to his death, could she be referring to maybe, because I'm starting to see these allegations fly out too, that maybe Alpo may have faked. It sounds crazy, but we got to remember, we dealing with Hollywood, not Hollywood, but because he did cut that check, but before we even get there, we just got to know that we dealing with a strange world right now, and anything is possible. All right, you got people talk about clones, DNA swapping, death's been faked, all type of things going on. But anyway, the ending of that, we all know the real story. Like I said, that left like something in me to believe that maybe she and everybody else that's close to them knows something that maybe we don't. Whether it has to do with Rich Porter, whether, I guess, in this new Alpo movie or whatever that's supposed to come out with Alpo, maybe he's going to reveal and expose some things that not a lot of us knew. Who knows? Right? But just keep that in mind. Keep Miss T in that caption in mind, right? Because I'm going to do a whole nother video on that. But before we get into that, let's talk about Misa Hilton. All right? Now, this is the same woman who had Diddy's child, but while the whole East Coast versus West Coast war was going on in the 90s, she still used to mess around and be around Suge Knight as well. So she's no stranger to scandal. And that's the, I want to paint a picture, because keep in mind that none of these are facts. It's just my opinion. All right. But I bring this up to point out that Misa is no stranger to controversy, and for you guys to realize the point that I'm trying to make isn't too far off, because I'm sure there's going to be people saying, no, she wouldn't do that, she's not that type, why would she do that? And I'm gonna tell you why. Right now, it's been rumored that Alpo was actually dating Misa. Okay, it's also been rumored that she herself, along with Mary J. Blige, helped Alpo get that movie deal. I don't know how. I don't know where Mary J. Blige come in the picture or what role she played, but it's just been rumored that them two helped Alpo secure that Netflix deal for his movie. All right, it's been stated, and I don't know how accurate this is, but Alpo received about $4 million for the check. I don't really know. These are just rumors going around, and I don't know. Y'all see where I'm going with this. Now, Sub-Zero told us that Alpo, in fact, got that check right before he passed. All right, what's the coincidence that he was killed right after everything was cleared and he received his check? You see what I'm saying? Yes, and we already know that none of this has anything to do with a retaliation murder, with Demencio, with Wayne Perry, none of that. We all know that already. So we can't sit here and be like, oh, the streets just caught up to him. No. Now, once again, these are all just my thoughts. Y'all don't have to believe it, but here we love highlighting and bringing awareness to the information that is oftentimes overlooked or left out, because no one is focusing on the fact that this woman Misa had a relationship with Alpo and helped him with the movie deal. Now, out of all people in the world, right, with the rat, the snitch, the murderer, unloyal, all the bad negative titles placed on this man, one must wonder what made her decide to not only date Alpo, but what made her help this man with this movie deal. Why did she go out her way to help him with this movie deal? How or why was Mary J. Blige involved? And I don't know how true it is about Mary J. Blige being involved. I don't know, but like I said, that's what's been said. But what made her help him? Keep in mind that also no one has identified what actually happened the night of his murder. First, the news said he was getting something to eat. Then they said he was coming from a local lounge, getting into his car. Then someone said he was waiting for a girl. Then they said he was driving, and then a car came by alongside and shot him. Who knows? The only one that makes more sense out of all of them to me is that he was waiting for a girl, because us as guys know that's creep hours. Especially, first of all, let's be real. The man was outside at 3 o'clock in the morning on Halloween. All right. So I'm pretty sure, Alpo is pretty smart, man. At the end of the day, whether he was set up, lined up, who knows? But that's a whole nother story. But once again, everybody's talking about this mysterious girl that he was actually killed over. Who is the girl? Why no names, or no one have been vocal about what happened? Everyone's coming out with videos, kind of alluding to knowing what's really going on, but they're not saying no names. They're not saying who or what. And usually on the news, they'll have somebody who may have at least seen what happened. Nobody's seen no videos, no nothing. But anyway, let's get back on subject, right? Misa, she helps Alpo with this movie deal. He gets approved, gets a big check, and then boom, he dies. So my biggest question now is this. Like I've asked in the last video, where does that check go? Who gets the proceeds if this movie actually does come out and see the light of day? Why, as soon as he passes away, Dame Dash is talking about a Paid in Full Part 2 a day after? So many questions, y'all. Now, we agree that this was not a retaliation murder. We already know that. We agree that he was a target for something or someone. We agree that it wasn't no regular, ordinary street cat that did this to him, because, due to the bullet grooves, due to how it was executed. So the next question would be, why? Why was he a target? Was it a drug deal going bad because we know he was still in the street? Or was it because the people who did the movie deal got everything they needed from him to put the movie out without him, so all proceeds can now go to them? Or maybe that big check that he got now goes to the person who helped him get the movie deal. Now, to be honest, I don't know. Once again, these are all my opinions and thoughts, y'all. Take it for what it's worth. I can't say any of this is 100% fact, but the only thing I can say is something isn't adding up. And it's funny because I listened to MREC TV, shout out to him, and he had people call in, and one of them was from the military, right? And there was another guy who was, I think, in the Navy. And they both said something about the bullet groupings. And whoever did it used a breathing technique where you hold your breath while you shoot so the gun don't move, which is why the bullet grouping is actually so tight. But anyway, you see what I'm saying? These, like, when you just pay attention, a lot of things doesn't make sense. You have to have some type of training to know how to do things like that. Me, the ordinary person, we don't know that. And the Navy guy also said he wouldn't be surprised if Alpo was actually sniped. He said because the way the bullets entered the vehicle, the way it looked like the gunman was pointing down, like in a downward motion. It don't look like a drive-by. Now, we all can agree, no matter what anybody say about this situation, we all could agree that it definitely wasn't no drive-by. We all can agree that it was not no drive-by. So my thing is, we already been lied to by the news, and whenever you gotta lie about something, it usually means the truth itself is being covered up for whatever reason. So let's see what unfolds, y'all, and as time progresses and more details emerge, I'll keep you guys updated. But like I said, it's a lot of things that just not making sense and it's coming out. As far as Misa Hilton, once again, I don't know what's what. It's just a lot of things aren't making sense to me, and I realize a lot of people are leaving her out. And when I think about her relationship with Alpo, something seems weird. Something is off. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. In the meantime, I want to know how y'all feel in the comments. I want to know what y'all think. Also, let me know if I may be onto something or what weird suspicions you may have as well. But like I said, we all can agree that something isn't adding up when it comes to this Alpo situation. So y'all let me know in the comment box below, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as y'all keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping, and I'm out.